Hello and welcome to Yoga TX. My name is Crystal. Today I've got a 15-minute yin practice planned for you. You can do this any time of day. Maybe it's morning and you're just feeling really sluggish, or you're about to travel, or you just got done traveling, or you're about to go to bed. Do this anytime. Full body, so we'll kind of start working from the bottom up. And that being said, if you have a bolster or blocks, please set them near you. If you don't, you can also do these poses without. You might just get a little more of a deeper stretch or might need a little bit of modification, which I'll try to offer. We're going to start in pigeon. So we'll start from hands and knees, and if you want to just take a little bit of a wiggle right to left before getting into your pigeon, feel free to. Then start to draw your right knee towards your right wrist and slide your shin forward. Now here, you can maybe toe your left leg back, or you can also bend the left knee out to the side, which is a favorite of mine. And then today I'll offer, if you have a bolster, you can hug that bolster in and bring it really close to your belly. Also, if you have a block, you can place that underneath the opposite edge of the bolster and then come to lay on that bolster. Now, if you don't have any of these things or just don't have a bolster, you can bring your forehead down to the floor or your block, and you can also take this on your back, crossing right ankle over left thigh. So those are all your pigeon options. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable wherever you are. And in yin, we tend to hold poses in a normal yin class, we would hold them for 3 to 5 minutes. We'll hold them a little bit shorter because this is a shorter class. But what you do want to have happen in the yin practice is to let your breath slow down. Now, pigeon often brings up a lot of emotions in people, especially we're starting right with pigeon. So if you're feeling particularly stiff, you might want to do this on your back and take that variation. That's the most gentle version of this. But just let your breath and body settle wherever you are. Maybe after these first few breaths, you're noticing some warmth or some tingling. Feel free to make any adjustments as you need. But do your best to stay in the pose as long as there's no sharp pain or anything coming up. Start to press yourself upright. And before we move to the other side, so if you were taking this on your back, come to sit up. We'll swing or slide the left leg forward and then come to a half hero pose. If you have a block, you can come to sit on it, and your right knee, which was in pigeon, you'll swing it out so that it's on the outside of your hip. And then we'll want to roll, you can't see this, we'll want to roll the calf away from us and kind of give ourselves some space and then sit back. Now again, this can be done without a block. We'll roll the calf away. And then you can stay right here. If you have some room or want to take it a bit farther, you can walk your hands back. And if you have a bolster, or even if you don't, you can also choose to lie down. So if you're able to settle back any amount, feel free to, and your arms can support you. Or you can also lie all the way down onto a bolster. So it's really nice for the front of the right hip. We won't be here as long as we were in pigeon. What I do is sometimes like to find some maybe more awkward poses. I think we like to expand our palate sometimes in yoga versus doing the same old vinyasa or happy baby pose, which are all great. But I like to spice things up even in a yin class. All right, if you've leaned back or laid down at all, use your hands to press up. And then extend both legs forward. You can maybe swivel toes side to side or even knock out the back of your knees. And then we'll come to pigeon on the left side. So you can move straight there. If you want to come in from down dog or tabletop, you can. I'll just bend my left knee so that my left shin is in front of me. And this time I might bring my right leg all the way back. And again, if you have the props, I like the block slightly farther away from me. Bring the bolster in towards my belly and then come to lie down on that. And this can be done without any props or on your back as well. Left ankle over right thigh this time. And here, let the breath slow down. Also just letting the body slow down. So I find that yin is a nice way to counter just all of the sitting we tend to do in our day-to-day lives. And here we're opening up the hip, open up the heart a bit as well. I think a lot of us tend to spend a lot of time sitting, whether it's driving or at a desk. Even traveling, it's usually just hours of sitting. So being able to spend a few minutes in a pose that's different from that, even if we're not standing, can help us settle and just kind of recalibrate our bodies. From wherever you are, we'll start to press ourselves up. And then we'll find that half hero pose. Again, if you want to sit on your block, feel free to. We'll extend the right leg forward and then slide the left heel so it's outside of our left hip. And I'll kind of roll the calf away from me just to create some space. And I have a bolster, so I'll bring that behind me. And again, this can be done. You can stay upright here and just notice how this feels. Or if you want to lean back at all, you can use your hands to support you like a kickstand, or come to lie all the way back. Now again, if you don't have a bolster, feel free to lie all the way down if your body allows. And just notice here too if this feels any different from the first side. Take one more breath here. And then start to press your hands into the floor to come upright if you laid down at all. We'll remove the bolster from behind us. You can extend both legs forward, finding any movement here, knock out the back of the knee. Sometimes I also like to make fists and tap out the sides of my legs after being in a still pose like that. All right, moving more towards the upper body, find a tabletop. We'll move into thread the needle. So ground into your left hand. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then exhale, thread right arm underneath the left. Right ear can come to the earth. If the earth feels far away, you can also bring a block if you have one underneath that ear. Remember, this is a gentle yin version of this pose, so you don't necessarily have to crawl anything or lean too much into it if you don't want to. If that is calling you, feel free to move there. So when I teach this in yin, I like to let the left forearm relax. I don't really worry about taking a bind or anything. Just enjoying that twist in the upper spine. Start to press your left hand into the earth. Inhale, sweep the right arm high. If you want, you can take a big sweeping circle in both directions with the right arm to counter that stillness. And then right hand will ground. Inhale, sweep the left hand up. And exhale, thread the needle. We'll land the left ear towards the earth or to a block if you have one. And let the right forearm rest on the mat. Noticing if there's a different kind of space for your lungs here as well. Sometimes I like to think of my lungs as separate and see if I can breathe more into my left lung over the right when I feel like I have more space. And I don't know that bodies actually work like that, but sometimes it's just a nice visual to think, oh, I have so much more space on this side right now in this pose. All right, press your right hand into the earth. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. An optional big sweeping circle in both directions with that arm before bringing it down to the mat. And then find a seat here. We'll do one more pose. I'm going to sit on my block. And from here, we'll get into the neck a little bit. So with or without anything underneath you, bring your left hand down. And then drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. Just a little bit of a neck stretch. You can be still here or play with tilting the chin up towards the ceiling and then down towards your chest. Maybe pause anywhere it feels sticky or just needs a little bit of extra care. Breathe into that space. And start to upright your head. We'll just switch sides. Left hand comes out to the side. Ooh, that's my right hand. Right hand comes out to the side, left ear towards left shoulder. And we are doing both sides, so just make sure you even it out. And finding stillness, or maybe finding movement if that speaks to you on the side, chin to chest, chin up to ceiling. And start to sit upright. Bring both hands to your lap. And take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And one more deep breath in. And exhale it out. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today at Yoga TX. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe to the page. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Instagram. My handle is at its_Crystal. That's CRYST, 5 A's and an L. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much.